What's up, guys? Welcome to the CoffeeFX YouTube channel. This is Harold from the CoffeeFX. As you can see, the gold trade we gave on Friday went straight to our TP a little bit after market open. You can see 94 pips bagged on gold. When you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you're going to get all this. You can join our Telegram channel where you can see the signals. You can see the chart outlooks. You join our VIP where you receive the signals to trade the setups. Okay, without further ado, let's just get to today's topic of the day. So today we are going to be talking about what we call break and retest. Okay, so the break and retest strategy is a strategy that has been in the system for quite some time now, and we've been seeing it happening every day. So some might ask, what is the break and retest strategy? Okay, so this is the break and retest strategy. The break and retest strategy is when you have your resistance, which is the ceiling, and you have your support, which is the floor, and then price moves between your support and resistance, and eventually if it breaks your resistance, it comes back to retest, hence the name break and retest, before continuing to the upside. Okay, before continuing to the upside. And same for the support. Price moving on your support goes up, moving on your support goes up, and eventually breaks your support, comes back to retest the support before moving further to the downside. Do you get that? Same applies for trend lines also. Okay, when price is moving up, and then you have your trend line. And eventually price comes down to break your trend line and retest before continuing to the downside. This is what we call the break and retest strategy. It is very effective and has made me a lot of money. It's the strategy I used in passing many prop firm accounts, and I'm recommending it to you. So today we are going to learn how to use the break and retest strategy the right way and the efficient way. Okay, so let's just get to the chart. So we are going to be using GBP USD for today's analysis. Okay, so let's go to GBP USD on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so first of all, you need to locate your support and resistance zones. So let's locate our support and resistance zones over here. You can see we have a resistance zone over here. We have a support zone over here. And we have an inside resistance level over here. Okay, so let me show you guys the break and retest I was talking about. So you can see price. Hold on. You can see price was above this. Price was consolidating in this zone. Eventually price broke out of this zone, and you can see the retest over here on this zone before price went up to the upside for a while. Let me remove this zone for now. Price retested this zone before going up to the upside, and you can see when price broke back into this zone, we had a retest before price came down to this zone. Okay, so you can see the break and retest has worked very efficient. And if you want to take this entry, this is how you're going to draw it out. You will take your short position because we are selling. You click over here, you drag your take profit to the next zone. Okay, Then after, you divide your next zone by 2. That's, we have 50 pips, so you divide 50 pips by 2 to give you 25 pips. Then you have 25 pips over here, 25 pips over here, and that's it. You have your take profit hit at 50 pips. Do you get it? So the thing is, you don't need to be greedy, you don't need to be looking for more, you just need to be looking for your nearest zone. When it comes to break and retest, you always have to be looking for your nearest zone when it comes to break and retest. Okay, so we are going to look at the example of the trend line version also. So we have an upward trend over here, as you guys can see. We have an uptrend over here. You can see price was in this uptrend, going up, going down, going up, touches and goes up, touches and goes up. Immediately price broke this trend line, it came back for a retest before moving to the downside. Can you see that? Okay, so with this also, when you want to draw your entry, you are going to draw your entry from this retest, take your take profit to the next zone, 50 pips. You divide 50 pips by 2, then you get your stop loss, 25 pips. Okay, so this is how you do it with the break and retest strategy. It's a very simple strategy, so it works every single time. It works every single time. Okay, so let's take some live examples so that we can see how the break and retest strategy really works out. Let me clear my chat first. Okay, let's go to Euro USD. Let's backtest a bit. Okay, so let's replay to this part. Okay, let's replay our chart to this part. We are backtesting. So first, let's draw out our support and resistance zones. First, what you need to do is draw out your support and resistance zones. Remember, when it comes to drawing, using the break and retest for your zones, you draw out your support and resistance zones first. We have our support, our resistance over here. We also have our support over here. Okay, we have both zones over here. It looks like we have other zones over here too. We have another support zone. We have another support zone over here. Let me mark that out also. Okay, guys, if you want to learn more about trading, the CoffeeFX has a mentorship you can enroll for. To enroll for that, you can check the description below. There's the link over there. You can tap on that link and it will send you straight to where you must enroll. Okay, so let's play this chart out and let's see whether we can get a break at any zone and cover the retest. Okay, so first candle. Okay, no retest. Still no retest. Okay, finally we have a retest over here. You can see at long last price retested this zone over here. So you can see price gave us a retest. So you don't need to rush at all, you just need to be patient with the chart. If price doesn't come to your entry, you don't take a trade. Do you understand? You need to be principled, you need to be disciplined. We're targeting 30 pips, so our take profit is going to be 15 pips. Okay, so you can see price go to our entry. Price broke this zone. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Price broke this zone, came to this support, created some kind of a head and shoulder pattern over here. We'll be learning about chart patterns in our next video. So price broke this zone, created a head and shoulder pattern, went to the upside, gave us the retest we were waiting for before moving to the downside. Okay, so let's just see how this went. See how this played out. Okay, thank you. You can see price smashed that take profit after giving us that retest. Price smashed straight through our take profit after giving us that retest. Okay, so let's backtest. Let's backtest the trend line also. Let's backtest the trend line also. Okay, let me clear the chart. Okay, so you can see we have an uptrend over here. Okay, we have I'm showing you guys how you use the trend line also. So when you draw your trend line, you check whether you have support or resistance zone. You can see we have a support zone over here. Okay, we have a very nice support zone over here. So what you do is you wait for price to break that zone and retest, then you see what happens. So let's see what happens. Let's just wait for the break. Okay, so you see price seemed to have broken this zone. Price seemed to have broken this trend line, but still bouncing off our support. So you still wait for extra confirmation. You don't need to rush. Wait for the break of that support. Okay, then you enter over here. So when you see this first candle, you can see this candle gave a very strong and heavy bearish reaction. So let me show you a trick I normally wait for. So once I get this strong heavy reaction, I wait for a little bit of retracement, then I enter the market so that I won't have a big of a stop loss. Okay, my stop loss will just be, if the main stop loss for the entry was, let's say 20 pips, my stop loss will be at about 22 to 23 pips, nothing big. So you just wait for just a small retracement, then you enter the market. So this is where I would have entered the market. I would have entered over here. This would have been the main entry. Okay, this would have been the main entry, targeting 30 pips and risking how many pips? Risking 15 pips. It was 30 divided by 2, 15 pips. And this would have been my second entry over here. This would have been my entry, targeting 24 pips, 25 pips, so risking about 13.5 pips. 13.5 pips. Okay, let's make it 14 pips. So with this one, you need to have a very tight stop loss because you didn't catch price at its entry, then you just play it out. You can see straight to our take profit after price broke. You can see after price broke the trend line, retested, giving us an M pattern over here. Can you see that? Let me draw that out well. Giving us an M pattern over here. Can you see? At that retest, before moving to the downside, we entered at this retracement and it still went to the downside. You get it? That's as simple as that, guys. That's how break and retest happens. That's how you use break and retest. Okay, you don't need to rush at all you need to do is wait for price to get to your entry. Once price gets to your entry, you take a sell. Okay, let's backtest for the last time, then end the video. Okay, so we have another break and retest over here. So we have, okay, hold on, we have this zone over here. Can you guys see that? It was a resistance, now it turned into a support over there. Okay, I think We have a trend line over here also, and price has already broken that trend line and retested. Can you see that? Price has broken that trend line and retested already. You can see, let me draw that out for you. So if you want to learn how to analyze the charts again, you can enroll for the CoffeeFX February mentorship, which starts on the 1st of February. To enroll, the link is in the description below. Okay, you can see price was in this uptrend. Price broke this trend line. We would have taken our entry over here. Let me draw our entry out. Targeting the next zone. This is our next zone. So targeting the next zone. Let's see whether price will be able to get there. It's quite big, but okay, that's not our next zone. Let me see. Same, this is our next zone. Yeah, that's it. Support. Yeah, that's our next zone. So let's see whether price hits or take profit. This is 48 pips, so our stop loss is going to be 24 pips. Okay, so let's play it out. Price went straight to our TP. You can see break and retest at its finest. Break and retest at its finest. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. You can go ahead and backtest on your own. Remember, practice makes man perfect. The more you practice, the more perfect you become with this strategy. It's just simple. You don't need to complicate your trading at all. You just draw your support and resistance zones, or you draw your trend lines. Once you get a break, you wait for the retest, then you enter the market. Okay, that will be all for today. CoffeeFX signing out.